Welcome back to more World of Outlaws Dirt Racing Career Mode. We are on, what, day number 3 of not having internet. So I'm very annoyed. Um, Now the TVs work. So that's annoying because that's the least interested thing I want to have working. Um, they're saying they need PPL needs approval from our cable company needs approval from PPL to do that, and it's like I've never heard of that. But this situation, this snowstorm has been so bad that maybe the protocol's different. I don't know. Maybe the router's all messed up because the power flickered off and on from like 1 a.m. to like 5:30, like a good 30 different times in those 4.5 hours or more. So it could have just completely burnt the modem. I don't know, but every day gotta call and double check and make sure, because if it's supposed to be back on, the router's an dead, then that. So my neck fucking hurts because I'm looking down at my phone to look at the videos and shit. So I'm tired of doing that. It probably fucked up my neck just looking at the setup videos and shit. So that doesn't help it either. So we're not doing that. So off camera, I tested it. We're going to expert for the difficulty and just using default. I clearly running legend with setups just isn't enough, and other people, I could say other people are having no problems, but I watched the one and they were having level 3 everything on legend. They were struggling, so it's not just me. So maybe I'm not the world's worst dirt racer in history too. I'm like in the top 40 or 30, I don't know, but that's what we're going with, and maybe now we'll have a little bit more balance. We will see. We're 20 points back of the leader. I'm very annoyed. There's nothing else to do, so this is all I have. So screw it. We're just going to have, by the time the internet comes back, I'm going to have like a backlog of like 10 videos. So enjoy the backlog. But for now, let's just race at Fairbury, which is a showcase. So I don't know. I guess we'll see what we can do there. Well, we share the gold time by about 3/10, which is, I guess, promising enough, because if qualifying, times are gonna ramp up a lot. So I'm assuming that's gonna be good. I don't know why in the showcases it's been easy. I don't understand that. But then we run the local races and it's way harder than the showcase. Usually showcases are the ones where they kick your ass. It's not the other way around. So yet again, add another layer to the intricacies of differences from all the series. Just pencil that in too. So first lap is a 13.6. This is a 13.5. Okay, it's 6th place. So that's about normal, I think. We're starting first in one of the mains, or the heats, so that's interesting. Mikey Thompson on pole. Yep. Because clearly the showcase people, or the local people can just compete with the regional people for showcases. That's usually not the pattern, but it's going to be tough like all the other ones, so we'll see what we can do. Starting first in the heat, which I'm not always used to, so it's surprising. Especially considering I started 6th. Usually you always seem to start 2nd in the heats. We got the lead, and I guess we'll be good. I guess so. Well, that was pitifully easy, so I'm really hoping that this difficulty change was the proper adjustment, because it's either we really struggle or then we just win. There is just no in between. God, I hope I'm wrong, because I am really, really tired of just fucking with it. On the outside in the qualifying dash. I guess maybe this will give us a little bit of a feel of how everything will go. But I don't know. I feel like at this point, with how much I've played the game, I don't really feel like I'm driving the car horribly wrong. I feel like I got a good enough understanding for the driving model and everything. Like, this is all I play. This isn't like this is like something I do want to say. Like, if any of my spare time, if I am playing a game, it is this. So it's I feel like I'm about as used to the game as like physically possibly am able to do. So I don't really feel like the driver's skill is really, really the problem now. Maybe in midgets. Maybe in fucking midgets it was. But I was still new to the game at that point. I still probably gotta do like a whole bunch of off-camera seasons now that I think about it, just because we're not even at the 1.5 million for the late models or 360 sprints or whatever. So like we still have a long ways to go to get everything maxed out for level 4. in that. So I'm kind of horrified that I gotta do more shit off camera. But anyways, we're starting P5, gain a spot, so I guess Mikey Thompson's gonna be very competitive, which is not great for our championship chances. Is that okay for me to say? Like, I don't know. Like, is that being negative? I'm just stating the facts. That's a factual factoid. That if he's first and he's ahead of me equals bad for championship run. Like, is that okay? What can I not be upset about or frustrated with? At the very least, we're starting on the inside line, so that's good. Fairyberry is kind of interesting because it feels. Ooh, that's a send. But see, with these cars, you can kind of, you don't. Your whole race isn't completely destroyed by that decision. So I was saved by that. But yeah, I don't know. It's just. It seems like even hitting the. I don't know what that transition is. The banking change. It doesn't really seem like it affects the car a whole heck of a lot. Maybe because it's a street stock and it's a bit heavy. I don't understand a scientific explanation about it. Maybe James McFadden could explain that to me because he's the all-knowing, seeing eye of dirt knowledge and everything. But for a dumb layman like me, I don't know. But anyways, I was thinking of this too. I should make like a me and Jim Jones like supercut, like a compilation of like the story arc, the saga of it. It'll probably take a long time to do. Maybe once like the local stuff's done, I can compile it. There's gotta at least be like 40 minutes of all that. I don't think I can include everything because that would take way too damn much. But I can at least include all the main storyline beats because some of that is just it's funny to me. And that's been like the most interesting part of the local series is that. Well, that and the championship battles for some of them have been like randomly intense. So I guess there's two elements to it. And we're running about how I kind of thought I would be running, like around that 2nd to 5th place range, which I was, clamoring about last episode. Now we're running that, so this is the ideal spot. What's not ideal is Mikey Thompson, the point leader, is leading. Therefore, we lose points. Therefore, bad. Therefore, I'm crying. So, yep, I am definitely crying about it. Trying to get the Brewster here. Gave me a bit of an opening there. We'll send it. And that's going to be a very nice, clean, tactical pass. P3. And I think that's probably all the positions we're going to gain unless something absolutely insane happens. Because I don't think I'm getting a second, but got to 3rd, so at least we'll minimize the bleeding in the points battle situation a little bit more. White flags out. Been wanting to try to run the outside just to see if we could do anything, but there's been lap cars running in that exact lane. Now it's finally open, but now it's a little too late, so I don't know if that really would make a difference, but maybe it could have, but we'll never know. But P3, I mean, that's what I was looking for, to ride on it, like 2nd to 5th place. We did that, so I am happy with that. And also, a showcase race is always, it's gonna fumble the perception. So I think next race will be give us a real clue on how that will be. But Mikey Thompson won, and that's obviously not good for the point situation. So also we got 2 19 cars in the field, as well as 2 Vandentops. Boy, that is really going to confuse my brain later, or right now. So we move up to 3rd, I think. We are 26 back, as I was thinking. Mikey Thompson finally gets a win. You're tied with Cam Jurns. So I guess the other 19 car is from Regional. Man, it's just someone that just kind of does just the showcases. I don't know. So I guess I know that now. Yeah, 26 back with 4 races. I mean, unless we do really, really good Eldora, I don't know how we're going to make that up in the other normal local races. Unless he just wrecks and has a bad day, which I guess can happen, but we'll see. See what next race is up on this schedule. It's not going to be a showcase, so that'll probably be good. Okay, Grant Park. It's a bigger track. We definitely got better sponsors, so we got Brown Pasture Farms. There's a Dookie joke in there somewhere, but I don't have the talent to come up with it. But yeah, Grant Park. I don't know what that's going to be like, but I guess we will find out. I got damaged. I was looking at the time because I could not believe we ran a 15.6. That was, what, 8/10 of a second up on the goal time. And our goal time's for like a 5th place. So I guess we're just going to do really well here. Unless the main is really hard. I don't know. But I don't know. I'm very confused. I don't know. We'll qualify. Off the last corner, 15.9. We already got the goal time, so it's better than 5th. That's in fact pole. I don't know, man. I don't know. Is now legend or expert too easy? But then if I set it to legend, then we're just gonna get our doors blocked. But then if I set it to 101, that's probably not gonna be good enough. Maybe 103 will be good. Dude, I shouldn't need a fucking chart to play a game. To, like, what difficulty I should use. It's really obnoxious. Well, we won effortlessly. We didn't completely just blow the doors off of them. I mean, we only won it by, like, 2 seconds. I guess that technically is blowing the doors off. So, I don't know. I'm just lost. I really... I got nothing anymore. I'm so fucking fed up of it. Qualifying dash time, and we're first. So, I guess we'll see how competitive they are going to be in this. I don't know. I'm just trying to understand the difficulty. Probably went too wide in that corner, so someone could just send it in. Nobody did, shockingly. Alright, I guess we'll just win this effortlessly. We won again. Is it by 2 seconds like before, or is it a little bit less? It's, okay, not exactly 2 seconds. It's 1.8 seconds, but... Ooh, Mikey Thompson starting 7th, so we may have a good point day. Unfortunately, it's like I can't even feel good about winning. Like, I missed the... I don't know, like, I missed the frickin' Heat games where when I did win, it used to feel good. Here, it's just like, well, there's an asterisk to it because it's like I ran on easier difficulty. But I don't know if this is just a Grant Park thing or not. Like, I need more of a sample size. I don't know. We'll run this race. I guess it'll be very easy to edit if there's just not much going to be going on. So, for the first corner. And... Alright, well, we're clear. Someone can always send it in because I have to take the, human angle to it. Alright, I guess we're going to be completely fine with no obstacles or challenges to be had. Light flags out. Got about a 1.9, 2-second lead, so kind of similar to the heat and dashes and such. I don't think much has happened. We're going to gain a lot of points on... a little bit, so... be a good enough day. I think. I don't know. So now we're kind of back in the championship hunt after that one. Mikey Thompson gets 6, so we're going to gain 4, 6, 8, 10. 12 points. So we cut the point lead in about half. I don't know if I really feel great about it. I don't know. We'll try one more race and see if it's going to be that easy again. Because if so, then I'm going to be even more annoyed. Because then I have to finagle with the 101, 102, 103, and then 104. I don't know, I was trying at 103 and it seemed like that was just impossible. So I don't know. I got trial and error this shit. Other than repairing the tires, there's not much else to really look at. So what's the next race up on the menu? Is it anything I need to be scared about? We did get a local win. We're going to get a news article about that, of our amazing accomplishment. I guess, yep. Wins at Grant Park in a wild victory lane celebration. Martina Truex Jr. danced on top of the car with the best air guitar work anyone has ever seen. She's getting more thrill out of it than I did, but good for her. I'm glad she feels super enthralled and can air guitar. What a badass. That's like JC's like favorite person right there. Someone that can air guitar. I don't know. Kokomo again. I feel like we were just there, but that's because we did literally earlier in the year. So now it's a local race, so we'll see what that does. And we're only 14 back, so We'll see if this one is going to be challenging. I don't know. Showcase we got third, but that was with the setup and stuff, so I don't know, a lot of variables. Well, we're able to beat the goal time, not by a whole lot, by about 2-3 tenths. That's definitely way better than 8 tenths of a second like at Grant Park, so this might be a bit more balanced of a race, I'm assuming, which would be good. So, we'll see what we can do with qualifying. I'm going to probably get rough driving for that incident in qualifying. Just you wait. Off of turn 4, our goal time was a 13.8. That's definitely not going to be achieved, but 13.9, that's definitely better. That's starting a second in the heat. Mikey Thompson starting second, so that's, again, not great. But maybe we could do something in the main. We will have to wait and find out. I don't know. I'm excited. Got the 105 car beside me here for the heat. Not much to really go off of other than just expecting to move on to the main. Didn't really nail that first corner too well, but I was kind of banking on running the top just to see what I can do. Trying to not counter steer too much to get too sideways. Nip the wall there. Got a good run off the corner, so now we'll go back down the bottom lane. I mean, it would be nice to win this just to see if we can start a little bit better for the qualifying dash to give us a little more track position. I don't think that's going to happen, but I mean, hey, we're running with Mr. Cox here, so that's at least something. Let's try run the top lane one more time. It does seem to give us a good exit, but we're just too far back to make a difference, so we'll finish second, but we're right there with them, so it gives me hope that we'll be pretty good for the dash. I think we're last in this. Yes, we are 8 out of 8. We'll try to gain a couple spots. Mikey Thompson starting up on the outside, so that there's a chance we can gain some spots as he's already lost second place, which is good for us. I'm gonna try to run up. I'm trying my best to not counter steer. I'm trying to keep it as straight as possible up off the corner. A lot of bumping and banging, but we get to 6th and 5th. I mean, that's not bad. I mean, if we start there, then we'll have a decent enough shot. It almost seems like the outside line kind of works. It reminds me almost a little bit of how the micro, well, maybe not micro sprints here, but some of the micro sprints where the outside line could work just to build up the momentum. Almost seems like it can kind of work here to an extent. You do get a really nice launch off the corner, and you can kind of fly down low. I failed to do that, but at the very least, well, we're battling for 5th. It's either we're going to start 5th or 6th at this rate. And, oh, I was going to cross him back over, but he thought of that before me. Smart. Very smart man. Smart Cox. Anyways, through the last corner, we'll be starting P5. Ran out of tear-offs, but that's good. Usually in the dashes, we don't really have a shot. Normally, that's how I used to be. I remember that way too much in the micro sprint days and the midget days, so the fact we even did anything in that race is promising. Running inside line, which is good. We can really try to cut the bottom lane here as much as possible. So, yeah, this is good. Kokomo's always been weirdly good to me. A lot of it is because there would always be like a late race yellow that would kind of bail us out. Got Schneen cloth there. So that sounds like someone's like that's like that sound they makes when they sneeze. I don't know. We got ahead of Mikey Thompson, so we're currently P2. Rollins is run up top. Schneen cloth got underneath me, slide jogged me, even though he really didn't need to, but cross it back over. We'll get the spot back barely. I'm going to try running the top here. See if that gives us any type of advantage. I kind of counter-steered too much there. But, yeah, I don't know. I think Rollins is just going to be too fast for us, it looks like. But this is still, once again, going to be a really good point day because we'll close in more on Thompson. For sure. So, the championship battle, if the consistency and the difficulty maintains itself, we're going to have a very interesting last couple races for the championship battle and such and stuff. It's a lapped car for 24th Please let me get around him. Thank you. That shouldn't have been a difficult thing, but it was somehow. Not too much, not like a whole heck of a lot happening, but we were catching Rollins a little bit. Maybe he was catching lap traffic in an awkward spot, or maybe I was actually able to hit the corners the way I wanted to without lap traffic being like in my way. But we were cutting that gap down. It was about 2 seconds originally. Now it's down to about a second. So I don't know. Maybe we had something for him. If lap traffic wasn't in the way. I don't know. But hey, another really solid second place. Already gained more points than Mikey Thompson. So this is ideal. We're point racing right now. We're not going for race wins. We're just point racing. The way the Latford system kind of was. Well, it was basically more on consistency. And wins were just a nice bonus. Not that, I don't know. Point is NASCAR less than dirt racing. But yeah, another good point day. That's going to be another 6 points chopped off. So we're going to be under 10 points. So there's a chance. So the point gap is now 8 points. So it's close. Anyone else behind me? Steenkloth is actually right there with us, only 4 back. Cam Jurens, 18 back. Kylie Rollins with the win. He definitely gained the most out of all of us because he did win. So it's still relatively close, believe it or not, between really like 1st through 5th is only separated by 22 points. And that could all be made up in one race, metaphorically speaking. So it's quite interesting to kind of see it be that close still. Had to repair the suspension, but other than that, car's in pretty good shape regardless. I'm surprised it's not more damage because we smacked the tires in practice. But after that, we got race 9 at Prairie View and then Eldora. So usually the pattern is normally at Prairie View we run really well. So that could be another race where we gain points. And then Eldora is a big question mark because sometimes the AI we've seen they run really competitive and other times they're not. So I don't know what it's been so far in the showcases. They've been just as competitive with the other like regional people, shockingly. So I'm going to assume that's going to be the case for Eldora. So that I don't like that's the big question mark. Like, is that a race where we have to gain points, or is that a race where we have to be ahead? Or is it a race where we can give points up or not? I don't know. But we'll do our best at Prairie View, just in case. Anyways, that's it. I guess Expert's the way to go. I mean, other than Grant Park, everything else was about how I wished it would be all the time. When I said to a certain either Expert or Legend to just run between that 3rd and 5th place range, and we kind of did. Grant Park was just an anomaly of running extraordinarily well, so I guess we'll see what Prairie View can do next episode. But that's it. I'm done. I will see you all next episode. See you all later, and as always, have a good day, everyone.